السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. معكم يوم كوتو، واليوم سنكمل مغامرتنا في هوجورتس ليجاسي. حسنا علي الآن التحدث إلى الأستاذ فيج. أستاذ. حضرت المدير هنا.
Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I
أعتذر عن
can find
المقاطعة.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
استر علينا.
In fact, the book was below the restricted section, as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us.
من يكون؟
Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a
صدرك
professor.
مؤسس منزل
The
جريفندور.
first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
In the second, they were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
حاضر.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're
حضرات
gone.
You've
المعلمين.
done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
حاضر. حسنا، ما المهمة التالية التي ينبغي علي؟ علي ربما علي الذهاب إلى الدراسة. لحظة، ثاني بريد.
It's time to prove your dueling mettle and see if we've a new school champion. Meet me at the usual place for the final round of crossed wands.
جرد مباراة العصي. علي أن أقوم بالمهمة.
I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
حسن، أعتقد أن هذه هي المهمة التي ينبغي علي الذهاب إليها. حسن، ألقيت نظرة على قائمة المهام وتوجد مهمتان رئيسيتان، إحداها خارج القلعة والأخرى في داخلها في صف علم الأعشاب السحرية. لذا سنذهب إلى صف الأعشاب السحرية قبل أن نذهب إلى المهمة في الخارج. بصراحة لا أعرف أين هو الطريق، ولكن سأجرب. حسب ما أذكره بأنني يجب أن أذهب إلى الساحة الرئيسية. علي الخروج من هنا. ليست الساحة الرئيسية، القاعة الرئيسية. هذه هي القاعة الرئيسية. الآن صف علم الأعشاب في الجهة المقابلة. قد وصلت. مرحبا، عذرا على التأخير.
Good morning, Professor Garlick. How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends.
هذه النبتة الصارخة.
Shall we? First, let's protect our ears.
هذا المشهد في فيلم هاري بوتر.
You grasp your mandrake firmly. You pull it sharply up out of the pot. Got it? And now you dunk it down into the other pot and pour a little sprinkling of soil to keep him warm. Longbottom's been neglecting his earmuffs.
The mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
Quickly! Place your mandrake in the new pot and pack out the soil!
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease.
كأنهم أطفال.
Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go.
خلاص.
Splendid work, everyone.
انتهى الدرس. أسرع حصة في العالم.
Now for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started. I need to have a brief one.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Yes, Professor?
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
تراب وغرس.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
حسنا.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy or roses?
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class.
حاضر. لم أفهم ما تقول. 9 دقائق. حسن.
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we
صدر الصفحات.
branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Hello.
كيف
Saw you on your
أهلا.
way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander.
حسن،
I'll be
هل
showing you the
أرشدتني
Chinese
بسرعة؟
pumpkin cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there, but you'll lead.
نعم، النساء أولا.
Nice work in defense against the dark arts, by the way.
شكرا.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian, and he's good. Thinks he's really good, but you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
يمكن نجمع بعض النباتات من هنا.
Wow, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would. Here we are, home of the Chinese chomping cabbage.
يجي الفندور والهياط.
See that dummy?
كأنني لست واحدة منهم.
They'll do the rest.
هذا الفلسطيني المفترس. أخذ كل شيء كأنه لا يوجد طلاب آخرون في المدرسة. لحظة، كيف
Look at that. They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncy bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight.
يجي
Not
الفندور.
saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
بالطبع لكنها مجرد دمية.
Just because those cabbages will chomp on a dummy doesn't mean they do the same on, say, a goblin.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
حاضر. أنا أسألك حتى. طبعا يمكن الخروج من هنا والذهاب من هنا طريق مختصر وأسرع.
The edges must
أنت يا أستاذة.
that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves.
I attended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
صراحة لا أهتم كثيرا بالنباتات بكل صراحة.
Professor, but looking after plants isn't all that thrilling to me.
I think you'll
لست
come to see
أفلى
that
بث.
the fruit is well worth the labor. As we herbologists like to say, tend to your plants and they'll tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
أخشى أنني لا أكن لها نفس المشاعر. يعني أنا لا أحب الحديث كثيرا. حسن، الآن علي الذهاب إلى المهمة التالية وهي خارج القلعة. لحظة، اتضح أنه هناك صف آخر وهو صف الوصفات السحرية أو الجرعات السحرية أيا يكن داخل القلعة. أفضل أنه المهمات داخل القلعة أولا حتى ثم أذهب للخارج. أعرج.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wigan-Weld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients.
حاضر.
Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
للأسف صناعة الوصفات في هذه اللعبة محدودة مقارنة بألعاب هاري بوتر الماضية. تحريك القدر.
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippin's, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
تخيل لو كان سنب هو من يعطينا دروس.
considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin rebellion.
ها؟ يا الله رافين كلو أذكياء. يحبوا دراسة. حياة مملة.
I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office.
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. You remember me, don't you? Gareth Weasley.
Ah, yes. We met in the common room.
Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
فوبر هذا الطائر المغني الذي يصدق بالجنون. نعم وسع نحضرها.
As long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you.
الحياة تحتاج قيم المغامرات.
Feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Well prepared.
حاضر سأخذ كل ما هو موجود. لحظة. سأقرأها لاحقا. الآن الذئب الهجين. أين هي الريشة؟ ها. لحظة دعوني أتأكد إن تبقى شيء آخر. لا.
Potion stations organized and free of clutter.
تفضل.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you. This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
إعداد الجرس. Yeah.
Potions are two things that cannot be rushed. Have patience.
جرعة دروس. 30 ثانية. تمام.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and that's odd. What's happening?
هنا هو.
Wait, it's not supposed to. Ah! Get it! Dragon Tongue! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor again.
لابد أنهم معتدون على فوضاه. جريفندور والنقاط.
Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
I brewed an Edurus potion, as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
لا أفهم قصدك.
I'm not sure what you're talking about, Professor.
You will not earn favor with me by failing to take responsibility for your actions. I suggest you heed my warning. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
Revelio.
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
بصراحة مادة الوصفات نوعا ما ممتعة ولكن
My robes are going to reek from Gareth's inspiration.
المهم ماذا كنت أقول؟ الآن علي أن أجد المخرج من هنا حتى أذهب. نسيت ماذا أردت أن أقول بالضبط، ولكن لحظة، أين الطريق؟ تذكرت، كنت أقول بأنه وصف الوصفات السحرية ممتع إذا كنت أنا من أستطيع القيام بالوصفات حسب ما أريد بتجارب الشخصية. يعني مثل هيرميون في الكتاب الثاني عندما قامت بصنع وصفة البولجيويس لتغيير الأشكال. ولكن لحظة، لا أستطيع العبور من هنا لأن القلعة تغطي المكان. سأبحث عن طريق آخر. ولكن زراعة المكونات أو مادة النباتات السحرية لا تعجبني صراحة. لحظة، دخلت الملعب. لست من المهتمين بالنباتات ولا حتى في الواقع. والآن مع فقرة محاولة الوصول إلى المهمة بطريقة أو بأخرى. الملعب كبير جدا، طبعا موجود هنا فقط كمنظر لأنه لا يوجد كويديتش في اللعبة. بالنسبة للكويديتش فستكون هناك لعبة جانبية أعلنوا عنها، أنا متحمسة جدا لها. سأقوم طبعا بلعبة ونشر في القلم بإذن الله في ذلك الوقت. حسنا، تمكنت أخيرا من الوصول.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. I was there, and I saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow at the Three Broomsticks. I have been worried about you.
I'm all right at the moment.
If you don't mind my asking, why were they looking for you?
لا يمكن القول.
I've never met Rookwood or Harlow. Perhaps they mistook me for another student.
A bit odd. The two of them pursuing a Hogwarts student so intently. But whatever the reason, you were clearly in danger. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. Everyone has been talking about you defending Hogsmeade from that troll attack. And I shall never forget watching Sorona stand up to Rookwood and Harlow in the Three Broomsticks. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
لن أستطيع ذلك.
Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair on their own. And you should know that Rookwood is in league with Ranrock.
I had heard they were seen in Hogsmeade together. All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right. But how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
الآن إن لم تظهر مهمة أساسية في قائمة المهام فينبغي علي حينها أن أقوم بالواجبات حتى تبدأ المهمة التالية. إلقاء تعويذة انسيديو على أعداء. لحظة. والدحرجة. الآن علي بكل بساطة أن أبحث عن أعداء انسيديو. وتجنبهم.
Sir Nicholas, our house ghost, is looking for you. You can find him near the Great Hall.
الحمد لله ظهرت مهمة أساسية. حسنا، يفترض أن سير نيكولاس هو شبح جيفندر بالمناسبة. كل منزل لديه شبح مختلف عن الآخر. وهذا شبحنا.
You wanted to see me, sir?
Yes, Sir Nicholas de Mimsy
Porpington.
At your service.
Nice to meet you, Sir Nicholas.
I know about the book you found and its missing pages. I may be able to help. Follow me, if you will. It's not too far.
Wait, how do you know about the book and that it's missing pages?
ربما لأنه عاش منذ قرون.
You were spotted with Mr. Sallow in the restricted section. Don't worry, your secret's safe with me.
حسنا، إلى أين ستأخذني؟
This may be a leap, but I believe I know who ended up with those pages. I'd be happy to take you to him, if you'd be so kind as to perform a small favor for me along the way.
أبشر.
Small favor in exchange for getting those pages.
Yes, it's not.
هذا الدجل كبير.
I'd be grateful if you could simply go into the kitchen and procure a little rotten roast beef.
المطابخ في الأسفل. لا لحم متعفن.
I beg your pardon? Roast beef? Rotten roast beef?
That is correct. Rotten roast beef.
لأن الأشباح لا تستطيع تذوق الطعام. وأكل قدام بكل بجاحة.
But why me?
It's simple, my young friend. My ghostly form cannot carry it.
لكن استطاعوا المرور من داخلها أو عبر الطعام فإنهم قد لا أعرف يتذكرونه. بالمناسبة بأن هنا هذا مدخل غرفة حفل بف. لحظة. قبل المطابخ حولهم. إذا شعر أحدهم بالجوع فليذهب إلى المطبخ مباشرة. دغدغة الكمثرى. إلى المطبخ.
Never will in the kitchen. Students. What could they want? Found themselves a bit peckish likely.
Only makes Rookie's job easier.
سبحان الله. الأقزام المنزلية تعمل في هوجورتس.
Towards the other end of the kitchen. If it's not taken out yet, just follow your nose. You'll find it soon enough.
حاضر.
It smells glorious in here.
جئت في منتصف في وقت متأخر من الليل. طعام. انظروا لهذا القدر الكبير الذي هنا. لا أستطيع الصعود صحيح. لا أستطيع الصعود. معلومة لطيفة. في هوجورتس تعرف كل الأقزام المنزلية ماذا يحب كل طالب، لذلك يقومون بصناعة الطعام الذي يحبه ويضعونه أمامه عندما يجلس في المائدة.
disgusting smell. Oh, I must be getting close.
أوه، هنا يغسلون الأطباق. لم أعرف عن وجود هذا المكان قبلا. بالطبع سيكون لديهم مغسلة، ولكن لم أتوقع ذلك. بقايا الشاهي. أو الآن هذا بالتأكيد قسم القمامة. تم. الآن هل علي أن أعود؟
Oh, a student? What a treat! What can Finky get for you? A pumpkin pasty? Perhaps some Welsh rabbit?
Sounds lovely. But what I really need is this rotten...
كأنها جدة.
Ah, Nick sent you, didn't he? Please help yourself. Finky supposes Nick's tired of loitering about simply to experience the faintest memory of the taste of food.
حسنا، لا تمانعين وجود الطلاب هنا.
Is it all right for students to wander into the kitchens?
Well, since you asked, students aren't supposed to be in the kitchens, but Finky doesn't mind.
كل ممنوع مرغوب. القواعد وجدت لكي تكسر.
We so rarely get visitors, and we have plenty of treats. Come back anytime you please.
فعلا يحظ منزل هافلباف.
Thank you for the beef.
Happy to help and to meet you as well. Please give Nick Finky's regards.
لن أكل من المربى الذي يعدونه أبدا، ولكنه يبدو مستمتعا. لقد جئت.
You're back. No trouble, I take it?
Not at all. Finky sends her regards, along with the rotten roast beef.
Glad to hear it. Kind elf for Finky. Now, let's get that beef to Sir Patrick Delaney Podmore, and you'll be one step closer to finding those pages.
This is all rather cryptic, Sir Nicholas. What's going on?
Terribly sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself. Sir Patrick organizes the Headless Hunt, a group of headless ghosts who gather for various, headless activities.
Headless activities?
Yes, you'll see. Anyway, I don't know how, but a member of that hunt, Richard Jackdaw, had the pages when he was alive. My plan is to take the rotten roast beef to Sir Patrick so that he'll allow me, us, to engage with the hunt and speak to Jackdaw. Shall we?
ألم يكن اللحم المشوي من أجلي؟
I thought the rotten roast beef was for you.
It is, in a way. You see, I've been trying to gain access to the hunt for quite
ليس وكأنهم سيكونون قادرين على ابتلاعه.
Patrick may help me in that regard. While of course also helping you.
حسنا، يبدو الأمر مثيرا.
Well, I'd like to meet Sir Patrick myself and see this headless hunt.
Wonderful. You won't regret it.
اختصارا للمختصر، نيك هو شبح شبه مقطوع الرأس، والأشباح مقطوعة الرأس بشكل كامل يقومون بعدد من الأنشطة كاللعب برؤوسهم والمسابقات وما إلى ذلك، وهو يريد بشدة المشاركة في هذه المسابقات لكنه لا يستطيع لأن رأسه ليس مقطوعا بالكامل. المقبرة، مقبرة هوجورتس.
Stay behind me. It's Sir Patrick we want.
Oi, Nesta, look who's here. What have we told you, nearly headless Nick?
Hello, Sir Ramsed. Do let us pass. We've brought a little something for Sir Patrick.
Sure.
Come to try to beg his way in again.
Do they always talk to you like that?
All in good fun. Once Sir Patrick lets me join the Headless Hunt, I'll be right there with them. This offering is sure to win him over.
Don't forget why I'm here, sir.
Rest assured, you'll have your information from young Jackdaw in no time. Wherever he may be.
أو تخيلوا رائحة اللحم.
what I'd give for a flagon of mead or a nice leg of lamb right about now. Then this party would be complete.
How about the next best thing, Sir Patrick?
Ah, Sir Nicholas. And a student. Who let you in?
We brought you a gift.
This is all very suspicious. What do you really want? As if I need to ask.
It's Richard Jackdaw. Where can we find him? May we speak to him?
Jackdaw, eh? Why, here he is now. What a shame. Without his head. I bet you've always wondered what that's like, eh, Nick?
Sir, you jest.
It's bound to be around here somewhere. Probably being used in a game. If you find it, I give you my permission to speak with him, my young mortal. It's the least I can do for you for bringing this putrescent gift home.
Sir, there's another matter I wish to discuss with you, if I may.
Tut, tut, Sir Nicholas. How many times do I have to tell you? Our entry requirements are quite clear.
But, sir,
we aren't the headless except for a little bit of tendon hunt, after all. Now, please, follow me, and I shall help you find your way out.
Farewell, my young friend. Perhaps your luck with these chaps will be better than mine.
حسناً علي فقط التحدث إلى خريطة كنز. ممتاز.
Hello again. Can you help me?
Ah, Sir Nicholas's young friend. Has he abandoned you?
Not at all. I need to speak to Richard Jackdaw. Sir Patrick said his head might be around here somewhere.
Indeed it might be. It is a bit unorthodox to include a mortal, but if you do wish to speak with him, oh, why not? You can speak with Jackdaw if you can find his head amongst these pumpkins. Not just once, but 5 times. Good old Dumfrey will move the head to a different spot each time you find it. Those are the rules. What say you?
لماذا تفعل هذا به؟
Why are you using Jackdaw's head for this game?
Well, if you must know, Jackdaw's our newest member, so we like to put him through his paces.
If that's what I need to do to speak to Jackdaw, I'll do it.
Marvellous! Of course, a mortal holding a wand has an advantage over us ghosts. You can simply blast away to your heart's content. Remember, the game's not over until you find him 5 times.
حاضر.
Cast away.
Who would have thought a mortal would be so good at this? We've almost got it.
Discovered already? Looks like we need to find another pumpkin to hide in, eh, Jackdaw?
Whatever you say, Dumfrey. This is not my finest moment.
Oh.
Well, good job, I suppose. But we're not through with you.
I've never seen a place like this. How delightful.
أين ذهب؟
I could do that too if I had a wand.
Is it over yet? Are we still going?
هيا هيا.
That ghost
بقت مرتين.
Blast away to my heart's content.
Why did I come back here?
هي المرة الأخيرة. هيا 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 هيا. صغيرة.
Jackdaw's no match for you.
Well done. Of course, having a wand served you well. Still, I believe congratulations are in order.
Not too bad for a mortal. Now, say what you need to say to old Jackdaw here, You've earned it.
Nicely done. But what's going on? You're not a member of the Headless Hunt.
No, I'm not. Sir Nicholas said you might know the location of some pages I'm looking for.
Merlin's beard. I know precisely the ones you mean. I pinched them from Peeves. How could I forget? The map on those pages led me to my demise. I was not ready for what awaited me in that cave. The pages are likely still mouldering away with my, remains. Quite a final adventure, I must confess.
The pages are why you lost your head. And I must visit a cave and search for your corpse.
Yes. You'd think a decapitated ghost would get used to the word corpse. Say, here's an idea. Why don't you meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll show you where to go?
حاضر. ماذا يوجد داخل الكهف؟
What will I find in the cave?
Aside from my mortal remains, if I remember correctly, some treasures, a magical bridge. But what kind of an adventure would it be if I spoiled the surprises for you?
لحظة، كيف سرقت من بيفز؟
How is it possible to steal from Peeves? A poltergeist?
I didn't steal the pages from his ghostly form. I merely found them in his wake of destruction. He has a penchant for wrecking things. Books, bottles, suits of armor. Whatever's likely to cause the most chaos. I found them after he ran riot through the library. Doubt he even noticed they were gone.
من الذي قطع رأسك؟
Someone in the cave cut off your head.
I was having a look around when I suddenly sensed a refreshing breeze, after which I felt, well, lightheaded. That's all I remember. Hence, when you visit, be prepared. I can't tell you what for specifically, but you seem a perceptive sort. Beware a light breeze.
حسناً.
I need those pages, so I suppose I'd better meet you. Thank you.
Not to worry. I'll just need to be reunited with my body first. But Dumfries can handle that. See you at the forest's edge.
حسناً. أعتقد أنني سأنهي التصوير لهذا اليوم هنا. أراكم في مقطع آخر، وهذه المرة في الحلقة القادمة سنذهب إلى الغابة المحرمة.